It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, Happy New Year. Did you miss me? I missed you guys, but I had a great break. I got a lot of rest. As you can hear, my voice is strong. It's back 110%. And I look refreshed. Happy New Year. I hope you had a Happy New Year, the Geno Jones Show. So I'm back. I'm back live Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 in Chicago, 3:30 p.m. on the West Coast. Even though this Friday, there will probably not be a live show this Friday because we're working on something very special. Well, I'm working on some very special guests. 2024 is going to be amazing. We're going to have some of the biggest names. It's an election year, so we're working on getting President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. I'm working on getting them to be a guest on the show. Some other surrogates, spokespeople from the Biden administration, because I can't say it enough, and I'm going to say it virtually every time you see me on camera, that it is a choice. The 2024 election is a choice between your freedom and your oppression, because this MAGA cult wants to oppress everybody that looks like you. If you look like me, if you are a woman, your reproductive freedoms, if you are black or brown, if you are Muslim, if you're anybody that's not part of the a white male, basically, if you're not a white nationalist, and specifically like a white male Christian nationalist, look, they want to come. They're coming for everybody. And if you don't believe me, all you got to do is just Google Project 2025. You can download it. These folks are bold. They got their chest stuck all the way out. They're like, hey, we are telling you. And your boy, Orange Jumpsuit Hitler, said, hey, listen, he wants to be dictator on day one. Like after day two, he gonna stop. He's telling you what he's gonna do. And as Maya Angelou says, when people show you and tell you, when they show you who they are, believe them the first time. And this dude is showing you like as Nelly would say, every time he's on camera talking. It's about him being a dictator. It's about oppressing everybody that doesn't worship at the altar of, they call them, white Jesus. The orange Jesus. Some people call it, but the orange Jesus. So anyway, I digress. Speaking of elections, I have to congratulate now Mayor, no more Mayor-elect. Congratulations to Mayor Reggie Burgess, the new mayor of the city of North Charleston, South Carolina, the first African-American mayor the city has ever had. He was the first African-American police chief about 6 years ago. So congratulations. Full disclosure, yes, Mayor Reggie Burgess is a friend of the show. He's family to the show and to me personally. You've seen him on the show many times. So his inauguration was last night at the convention center here in the Charleston area convention center. It was amazing. It was just, God, what was it? I'm trying to get, how many people? This room could hold at least probably 3,000 people, easy. A huge ballroom, like the biggest ballroom they had. And literally, it was standing room only. From one end to the other end, people were lined up, standing against the wall because all the seats had been taken. So just congratulations, Mayor Burgess. Congratulations to Team Burgess and everybody, so many people on the campaign, from Miranda Nichols to Sharika and to Letitia Manigault. And I know I'm leaving everybody some names off. Blame it on my head, not my heart, because I don't have all the names in front of me. Just everybody that was on Team Burgess, his campaign team, that did an amazing, amazing job. And it was predominantly black women magic. Once again, When black women put their mind to something and tap into that superpower, they can get anything done. And we as African American people can and have done that. So once again, congratulations. Today was the first day of the Mayor Burgess, the first day of his administration. The first day of the brand new Mayor Reggie Burgess administration. So I can imagine it was a lot because it was a huge celebration last night, and he's got a lot of work to do. A man who's not in it for fame or fortune. I can tell you this for a fact. He was the police chief. He wanted to be the police chief because he wanted to be allowed. He wanted to be a vessel to use that platform and that power to make a difference in the lives of everybody in the city of North Charleston, but to be a beacon of light and a beacon of hope and an example, especially to young men and young women that look like Mayor Burgess, who grew up in humble beginnings like he did, to show them that I did it. I came from humble beginnings here in the city of Charleston in North Charleston. Spent some time growing up in one of the projects. He's told his story last night. We had teachers that told him that he wasn't going to be anything. But how you like me now? I'm sure he's saying that to those teachers. How you like me now? Who got the last laugh? So very inspirational story, especially for young people, young black men and young black women. It's an inspirational story for people of all backgrounds, but specifically for young black women and black men. Because black people are under siege. Black women are under siege. All you have to do is look at Claudine Gay, the sister that was the president of Harvard College, and they came after her on some bogus plagiarism charges because she wasn't accused of plagiarism as in stealing somebody's work. It was just a matter of not being accurate with, I guess, giving credit or like not having commas in the right place, or maybe not fully giving credit. Or so I got this story. So I'm gonna make it simple for you. A lot of times you have people doing academic work, and they will cite where they got their data or their facts from, and they have to go through this whole process of, okay, John Doe. I got this quote from John Doe. This paragraph, this page. So it was really more like clerical errors, not having specific credits in the proper place. So, oh yeah, they got real nitpicky. But they always get real nitpicky when it comes to black people, and especially women and black women, because trust me, they were very powerful donors. So you got to understand the history of Harvard College. Harvard College actually, back in the late 1700s, when it was founded in the early 1800s, they actually had slaves, people enslaved there at the college, working. Don't take my word for it. You can do your own homework in 2024 and Google it for yourself. So there were some very powerful donors of Harvard College that were not happy about first of all, a woman, period, and a black woman. It's just a fact. So, but once again, just congratulations. I was talking about how Mayor Reggie Burgess is just a great example, especially for young women and young men of color, and black young men and black young women, because we are under siege. Our young people are under siege, and you know, the media, the general corporate media, the narrative and the image that they reinforce is negative. The only time it's something positive you see about young black men if they're playing sports, or maybe if they're entertaining, they're doing this year we had last year, 2023, the 50th anniversary of hip hop. So, you saw LL on New Year's Eve, and CBS TV had their big hip hop special, even though they're being criticized because some of the female black women pioneers of rap weren't included in the show, which is a whole nother conversation. But the narrative, especially local news, The only time you see young black men and women in the news if they're doing something wrong. Like the 99% of the young black men and women and kids that are working hard, getting good grades in school, on my segment that I'm going to be bringing to this show, Geno's Academic All-Stars, a segment I do on my radio show for young people from kindergartners to seniors in high school with an A average. So the 99% of the kids that are just doing their best, the corporate media doesn't pay attention to them because that doesn't sell. It doesn't get views. It doesn't get people to tune in. And it's not clickbait. It doesn't get folks to click on to their website, the station, the TV news websites that they have, and their social media sites. It doesn't get clicks and likes. But now, if there's a murder or some type of crime, then you'll see all kind of live satellite trucks, doing live shots around the clock. Oh, some black teenagers shot up this, and they went in and they what's the new trend that was happening? The smash and grabs. Going into like department stores in downtown neighborhoods or some of the Gold Coast neighborhoods, the high-end shops, the Louis Vuittons and Gucci's, going in, running out, stealing stuff. Oh yeah, now you'll see that over and over. You'll see that video until you get tired of it, everywhere. But the 99% of the kids that's not engaging in that, and don't think that all those kids, it ain't just black kids. Oh, it's white kids and Hispanic kids and Asian kids. Oh, they ain't on it too, but they're not going. That's not the narrative. But I digress. So congratulations, Mayor Reggie Burgess. Today, the first day of your new administration. May God continue to bless and have favor on you, your administration, your family, cover you and your family, your wife, your son, your daughter, and the entire city, all of us here. Have you seen the movie The Color Purple yet? Came out Christmas Day. Big shout out to Fantasia and to Taraji P. Henson, Sierra, Danielle Brooks, who's a native of South Carolina, the R&B star Her, Halle Bailey from Chloe and Halle, one of the two sisters. I mentioned Sierra, the brother Corey Hawkins, who was in the movie Straight Outta Compton. He played Dr. Dre. He's been in a lot of movies and TV shows. David Alan Grier, who is funny as hell. So there was on Netflix, they had a Christmas movie with Eddie Murphy and Tracy Ellis Ross. And David Alan Grier played like Santa Claus, the real Santa Claus, the brother, the black Santa, but had a different kind of sleigh. He had like a jet. It was almost like a jet ski, jet propelled ski. It was really funny. It's a funny movie. I can't think of the name of it, but anyway, it was on Netflix. I'm sure a lot of people watched it. David Alan Grier was in that movie, so he's also in The Color Purple. This version, the 2023 version of the movie The Color Purple. So it's part musical, and it set a record on Christmas Day. So made over $18 million in that one day. So congratulations. I think it was the second biggest movie opening on Christmas Day ever. Lou Gossett, going old school. Lou Gossett is also, which I didn't realize, he is also in the new version of The Color Purple. Hello to Groove Master Dre. Hello to my number one fan, my mother Mary Dixon. I love you. Who we on December 15th pulled off a huge surprise. We had a huge birthday celebration for her. She had all of her kids, her grandkids, and her great-grandkids all in one venue. Shout out to my baby sister, Angela Chambers Jones, who without her help, we couldn't have pulled it off. Shout out to my other sister, the middle child, Nanette. I love you, Nanette. We were so happy to see you. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year, baby girl. That's what I call my baby sister. We call it baby girl. She calls me big brother. So Happy New Year, baby girl. I want to thank everybody that's watching me live. Thank you. Don't forget to share, like, screen grab, and binge watch all my back episodes. So obviously, if you're watching me now, you are a subscriber in most cases. But maybe not. If you're not, make sure you subscribe and then share, screen grab, create a viral moment, put it up here on YouTube, do a YouTube short, or on TikTok, or on Instagram, even on that racist ass X, formerly known as Twitter, on Facebook, on Threads, Snapchat. Just make it go viral. So big shout out to, man, they said Fantasia was amazing in The Color Purple. Now, it's been some talk. You know, there's always some chatter. It's always, like the devil is my grandmother would say, and as my mother says now, like the devil is busy. Because it's always going to be somebody that's just complaining about something. So there's been some chatter, some folks, well, you know, upset, and there was this one rapper, I ain't going to even dignify his name. Well, I took my daughter, and there was this scene where Celie, so Fantasia played Celie, Taraji P. Henson played Suge Avery. So if you saw the movie, the original movie in '85, or if you read the book, so Celie's, so she was raped and molested. So her dad like sold it to a dude when she was like, what, 13 or 14, and this man raped this, poor it was a child, a baby, this child, raped her, beat her. So he was so bold, one day he brought his mistress home. So Celie's husband brought his mistress home, and his mistress was Suge Avery. And in the book, Suge Avery and Celie kind of developed a little relationship. I know there was a scene where they kissed each other. I remember the scene with Whoopi Goldberg, and I forgot the sister that played Suge Avery in the movie that came out like 85, 86. So apparently that same scene, which is true to the book, has actually happened to where Celie and Suge Avery must have kissed, because I haven't seen the movie yet. But, you know, you have some people complaining about that. It's like, yo, listen, okay, bisexuality, homosexuality, heterosexuality, it's as old as the beginning of time. It's existed since there's been humans on the planet. So stop tripping. First of all, you know, you had scenes of you know, child being molested, raped. Y'all weren't upset with that, but you upset because Celie and Suge Knight was, come on now. It's not really a movie to bring no little child to anyway. It's like an NC-17, I think, rated like that. And if you read the book, it's more explicit than that. So stop. Just stop with the homophobia. Just come on. It ain't a good look. All right? You know, I'm not telling you, you know, whatever your religious beliefs are. Look, I'm going to tell you what my mother has said. I've heard her say it over and over. She's told me. It's like two phrases. First of all, God didn't leave here and leave you in charge. And you don't have a heaven or hell to put nobody in anyway. Worry about your own ass, your own salvation. That's what you need to be worried about. Instead of micromanaging other people's sex lives or whatever, focus on you. As long as nobody is not hurting, like I said, you know, so you had the character that married Celie when she was a child, barely 13 or 14. So him raping her and beating her, that didn't upset you. But Celie and Suge kissing, oh, wait a minute, that's a bridge too far. Hold on, just folks are out of control and just trying to push this agenda and make everybody gay. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. You can't make somebody gay. If it ain't in them, they can see as many women, two women kissing or two men kissing. If that's not who they are, if it's not in them, if they're not attracted to the same sex, you can't make them gay. No, you just can't stop it. I'm gonna ask a simple question so I can move on. When you first became attracted physically to whoever you were attracted to, was it a choice? Did you say, I like girls, but I don't know. Maybe should I like boys? I don't know anybody that said that it was like a thought they thought about. Should I choose between being attracted to girls or boys? When you hit a puberty, and you are attracted to whoever you're attracted to. I was attracted to girls. It wasn't a thought. Wouldn't somebody say, well, you better be attracted to girls. That's what I was attracted to. It wasn't a thought at all. Now, I ain't gonna get into this debate because I can hear some of y'all now. It's like, but no, okay? Seeing two women kissing ain't gonna make your daughter or your niece want to kiss another woman. And if it does, that means that she had that desire all along and maybe was too afraid to share it with you. Maybe she ain't the problem. Maybe you are. I'm just saying, and I'll move on. So I got a shout out to Carrie Champion and Sarah Seidner. So these are two sisters that work for CNN. And CNN, well, you did these black women dirty. Y'all did the sisters dirty. So you had Anderson Cooper and this dude, Andy Cohen. They're like doing the main anchors, New Year's Eve, CNN, they have their little thing there in Times Square in New York. And then they did a cutaway in Austin, Texas to bring in the Central Time Zone. They had Carrie Champion and they had the sister Sarah Seidner, and they got them in Austin, Texas. But then I saw them in front of like this barn, and then they did a wide shot. Why did they do that? And they're like standing like in the middle of nowhere, some remote area looked like of Austin, Texas, with no crowd around, no energy, and somebody trying to show them how to square dance. I felt so bad. I did. Me and the Marys were talking about it. I was like, y'all, come on. Why y'all always do black women dirty? Y'all do black people dirty, but it's like something to say. Like y'all really got a thing for black women. Like I said, look at what happened to the Claudette Gay, former president at Harvard, but she getting her bank. She's still a tenured professor, and she gonna keep her salary $900,000 a year. I ain't mad at you, sister. Get your money. Right. Because she's got tenure, so you just can't fire her just like that. Cut her a check, how about that? Anyway, so CNN, y'all did the sisters wrong. Don't do it. How come they couldn't have been in New York in Times Square with the crowd like Anderson Cooper, and Andy Cohen, and with they goofy drunk ass? So I just had to shout out to these sisters, because y'all did them dirty. The whole square, I'll move on. Speaking of New Year's Eve, Dave Chappelle had his new Netflix special come out New Year's Eve, and folks are coming for him. And I haven't seen it yet, but they said he was coming for disabled and the transgender people, for disabled people and transgender people. Now, this whole thing between Dave Chappelle and the transgender community has been going on. I don't really know what's going on with that. I don't. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's some like suppressed thing inside with Dave and transgender folks. I don't get it. But hey, look, Netflix is paying him $20 million per these comedy specials. But this criticism of Dave has been going on, so I haven't seen it, but I don't know how bad it is. Comedians come. It's not always it's not always the joke itself. Sometimes it's just the spirit that is delivered in. It's just the way it's done. Because people you can tell when somebody when they're just trying to be funny, and when it's mean spirited. Look, I do stand up. I'm not on the level of Dave Chappelle. Stand-up was not my career. I've always written material for my radio shows. I write my monologues. So, but I know funny. I know when people are when somebody's being funny and when somebody is using humor to really just be mean-spirited and nasty. Because those two things can be true. I haven't seen the Netflix special yet, so I'll check it out. and I'll let you know what I think. If it was mean-spirited, if it was necessary. So, and everybody's not gonna find everybody funny. I don't care who you are. Even the funniest people, Richard Pryor, probably the funniest dude ever. Everybody didn't find him funny. Eddie Murphy, nobody will find any, people have different sensibilities and different tastes. And a lot of times, the joke is funny until the joke is about you or your community or your culture. Then that's when it gets a little murky, a little muddy, if you know what I'm saying. Speaking of comedians, so I saw this video today, Katt Williams, he's accused of Cedric the Entertainer of stealing his jokes. And then, Ricky Smiley caught strays. And then I saw another video where Katt Williams said, like when he's doing a movie in his contract, if Ricky Smiley is in the movie, he's got to dress up as a woman because he's not a good actor. I'm like, I guess Ricky Smiley, like, well, damn. How did I get involved? Yo, man. First you was mad at Cedric for stealing jokes, and then why am I catching these stray bullets? I'm getting these strays. What the heck? Don't start the new year off like that. I can imagine hearing Ricky Smiley say that. But, Katt don't give a damn. He's coming to town, to Charleston, the Coliseum here in North Charleston in March. So, funny dude. Katt got his issues too. He's complicated. We humans. As humans, we can be complicated. Katt's got his thing, and then he got into the fight with the little teenage boy that beat his ass, and they had that on TV. They had that on video. The internet is like undefeated. So, just be careful where you go. Be careful the parties that you go to. That's a whole nother conversation. I am not even going to get into that slander about, a famous pastor, a world-renowned pastor that's being accused of it seemed like maybe it's a social media, this preoccupation with people's sex lives. I never got, because I'm not curious. I don't want to know about your sex life. I don't. I'm focused on mine. I don't care. As long as you are not harming children or not harming anyone, as long as you are not forcing yourself on someone committing a crime. If it's consensual behavior between two consenting adults, mind your business. I'm going to mind mine. I don't want to know. Don't even tell me about it. I'm not even curious. Do you, or do him or her, do whatever you do. That's just my take. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. The very first show of the new year of 2024. So make sure, everybody, let's make this episode go viral, please. And for those who haven't done it yet, subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. Subscribe and share and screen grab and like and binge watch all my back episodes. I'll be live tomorrow, Thursday. Got a guest, as a matter of fact, returning to the show. Had an incredible event. It's got a great nonprofit. Kendrick Al Bannister. The Crate Group had a huge event, a black tie event. I had the honor to host an MC with DeAndre Bannister, Kendrick Bannister's son, one of his sons, who did a great job with me. I talked about that and how Satan tried to keep me from getting there on December 17th, but I got there. In spite of everything, he tried. Oh, he was working overtime. He tried. I was like, no, Satan, I rebuke you. You are not going to win. And then it was a Sunday on top of it. You're not going to win this battle. I'm a child of God on a Sunday? Nah. So anyway, this is going to be, the Crate Group and Kendrick Bannister is having a big event next month. Because Black History Day is every day. Day on the Geno Jones Show. But he's going to have a huge event. He's going to tell you about that, that I'll be a part of that. He'll be my guest on Thursday. And working on, like I said, getting some big guests for 2024. It's an election year, so I've been reaching out to the Biden campaign, and I'm working on getting President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris and some other some surrogates, as they call them. A surrogate is a spokesperson for the administration on the show. So once I confirm when I'm able to get any or all of from President Biden to Vice President Harris and the other spokespersons or surrogates on the show, I'll let you know here first. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching me live. I'll see you live Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. No live show Friday unless I switch it up because I have a prior engagement. Like I said, I'm working on securing some really big guests. So that's what I'll be doing Friday. You won't see me on camera because I'll be off camera trying to lock in some of these big names, entertainers, and just any folks that's in the public eye. Happy New Year. I love you so much. And I'll see you live Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.